It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 15. It's the Eagles and the Raiders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field.
Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 3 now. From the pistol, Hurts. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Smith. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
First down, Eagles.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Gardner. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they bring him down around the 34. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Hurts setting up to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that makes it 2nd and long. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 13. He's on the move. He takes it himself.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and goal. He's headed right on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen. Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Minshew on first down. Still on his feet. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Sticking in the air with Minshew. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run with Warren. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Minshew working from the gun. He'll get this one to Adams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Raiders first down. First
Fakes the handoff. Now Minshew. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. A give right side to White. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Minshew. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. To return, here's Paris Campbell. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He was looking for Dallas Goedert there, and that leaves him with 3rd and short. Now Hurts. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Raider football. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Devin White hauls him down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will take possession. First down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. Escapes a defender. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And inches at the 10-yard line.
2nd and very short, looking to pass. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Warren once more. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Devin White hauls him down. Only a couple there, hoping obviously for considerably more. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Minshew. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Following the play, there's somebody in some pretty clear pain. Looks like that's Michael Mayer, who they're going to head out to check on. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Hurts. This finds Smith. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, here's Hurts. This one finds Gardner. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Micah McFadden able to make the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the Raiders' 36-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Campbell hauls it in. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Keeping it on an option to the right. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more?
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The give now to White. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Minshew. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Minshew's pass.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Juke the defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Slot man in motion right. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On first down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and that brings up 4th and long. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Trey Tucker to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He's on the move. Steps up and he's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And an Eagle first down.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, back to you and Brock in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Kirk Cousins, a touchdown pass in the victory. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Eward.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. On first down, Warren. He'll cobble together a yard there. Devin White hauls him down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Minshew working from the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. Throwing here, Minshew. Warren's got it, complete. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Warren quick on the draw. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Cooper to Jean with the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Warren running between the tackles. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was brought down by
A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. Out of the pistol, Minshew. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first is Minshew. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they touch him down, looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Minshew. This will be caught by Adams. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
The 18-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 14. Caught by his back. Broke through the tackle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw left side, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Micah McFadden able to make the play. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Trying to get it with the option. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Punt team on the field. Braden Mann will kick it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Warren here from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a give to Warren, coming right. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Warren. Oh, stiff arm. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Counterplay here, Warren. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At their
Minshew to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Minshew now on 3rd down. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. Brings it in at the 12. Jukes one defender. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They go with Warren on the run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
Back to throw, Minshew. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, here's Hurts. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now they face second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That pass complete to Gardner. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Minshew. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll get them forward here up to the 24-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd and 6 coming up here. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Hauled in by Gardner, left side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Barkley gets it on third down. Jukes out a one-stop. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. Shakes himself free. Has the open man downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's 2nd and 11. Gardner makes the catch. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the pistol, Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Diving for the goal line, and it's not free! And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles picked up the fumble and ran it home! That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part, finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder, you got to play longer than your opponent, and when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. 1st and 10, Minshew. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
3rd and long, it's Minshew. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 4th and long. They snap it. Here's Minshew. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll send him over right. 2nd down, Hurts throwing again. This finds Smith. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player. And no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
First throw for the backup now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Minshew on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Adams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Going for it with Warren. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Minshew. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Minshew working from the gun. Throw left side, complete. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Minshew. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
He finds Johnson.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Third and short. Here's Minshew. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. All set up now for 1st and 10.
And the Raider first down.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Warren's got it, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That's taken in by Tucker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
24 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Catch is made in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, Minshew. He's on the move. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders putting up points in a game decided. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give them 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.